So today's video, we're going behind the scenes how that stop motion video was made. It's amazing. But before that, I wanted to talk about the last video I uploaded, talking about restructuring the channel. And I got so much good feedback from you guys and amazing comments. And you know, I really appreciate that. And I've thought long and hard this last week. Also have talked to Chris, and we're gonna continue to separate the podcast from the main channel, even though my intention with that video and sort of the restructure was to move the podcast on the main channel. So if you wanna go listen to the podcast, it's over on the SLEW channel, also on Apple and Spotify. So go subscribe over there. And then on the main channel, it will still be epic art videos like this one right now, because we're joined by an amazing stop motion animator and filmmaker. Jonathan Deutsch, he is an amazing artist. He came to hang out at the studio and to do a podcast, but also to shoot a crazy awesome video. You know, he has dozens of viral videos on social media of his insanely epic and stylized stop motion videos. You know, I'll try to flash some on the screen, but there was no way he was coming to the studio and we weren't gonna make a stop motion video.
Oh, it's such a great painting. I love it. Yeah, that'll work. It's fine. Maybe I'll just cut it out later, but or let's cover it maybe. The picture, I can't put that on social media. This might be better. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking like, okay, that's cool. It's really, but if we can move that and that. Dude, my living room before a video is sometimes like, let's move things here, let's move the couch there, switch TVs. Like. So there's 3D animation made on a computer like Pixar. 2D animation is like the early Disney stuff. And then stop motion, just to go deeper into that, is when you take pictures and then put them together to make a video. And then what I do is pixelation. It's another type of stop motion where I'm taking pictures of the real world. The real world is my set.
This was the first time we met each other in person, and it was sort of this weird and strange unspoken agreement that once he got to the studio that we would immediately start working and making something awesome.
I'm gonna like grab you off, like your head for the first one, and then turn the camera maybe this way a little bit, and then you're gonna be on the side there, because I kind of like that it's centered. No, I think chair will be better so that you don't like go back and forth. Like at least then you won't move like forward and backward and stuff. I want to do the slider thing. I think it's cool to like just show a bunch of funny costumes. So you're gonna be like standing up, putting on a new costume and sitting back down, and I'm gonna go back and forth and move you to the right position.
John has filmed so many of these videos and is so extremely talented, just oozing raw creativity that he is coming up with this mega complex video concept in real time. He's multitasking at a level that I think is just crazy. He's thinking and establishing some sort of narrative. He's telling me what and how to do it. He's establishing shot lists and camera movements all in his head. But something I shared with him immediately when I saw him starting to work was his laser focused, and it, you know, got me really amped up to just like lock it in and be a funnel of information, him telling me what to do. And it was awesome because he kept reminding me of the core video idea and agenda.
Oh yeah, I think
for sure.
I'm trying to find the most simple, relatable things. Like we wanted to do a video about painting, so I'm like there's so many different cool things in your studio, but I just wanted to do something simple. Like let's just do a video about me painting. I like to keep it easy to understand. My philosophy about it is I don't want the audience to question for a millisecond what they're looking at. Yeah. I want them to understand the story. The audience is always very smart and usually smarter than filmmakers think they are. And people can grasp things very quickly. And I just like to keep it simple and trust the audience, but also I like to like make sure that they understand what's going on. Yeah. Tripod's locked in. I'm trying to figure out like, okay, I want to start on you here, and then I want to go to this, and I want to like make sure that I can see you. So I'm thinking maybe I should move it a little more, or maybe I should, in the story, just like I should grab your face. You kind of see that it disappears, and then I paint it here, but then when I go back for the second stroke, your head is gone. And then I go down more slowly, and then you completely disappear. I wrote out like 90% of a script. It's not a storyboard, it's just like little sentences. For this video, the camera's gonna stay in the same place, and it's just we're just gonna turn it. You're gonna be annoyed because you're gonna see the wheel for like half a second of the video. You're like, why did I do all that work for half a second?
And I'm making the same size frame of the Dutch boy painting so that it's two different masks, a white mask and a black mask, so that we could kind of fake the differences of you know, having the canvas be painted with the stop motion. A clean plate. And maybe people don't know this about me, but I'm like very obsessed with filmmaking, pretty much every aspect that goes into it. And when John told me that I had the opportunity to make some props for this video, you know, I was super amped. It was like my literal 2% contribution to this 98% Jonathan Deutsch 24 frames of Ginger video and production. So it was just super awesome for me. Gotta look the part.
We had a really long setup, but we did it and we're here and we're ready to shoot. We've been setting up for like 3.5 hours, 3 hours or something like that.
And we're ready to go.
And we are finally ready to go. Let's do it. Yeah. It won't, it's going all right. Cool, it looks good to me. Go over there, pull you in, and then with this hand, I'm gonna like from close up, and then I will pull it back, and then it'll turn black. So this whole thing, we'll replace this while the camera's still. We'll replace it with the black one.
Right, that's crazy. That's amazing. So the actual process of filming this stop motion video was also super epic to me. The iPhone has such a great camera that it's pretty ideal for run and gun videos like this. And you know, our video included me changing into 4 different outfits several times, which like John said, you only really see for a second or two. But the spinning wheel of outfits is sort of that magical part of the video that even for a second, having all those outfits, I think makes the video extra saucy and unique. And you know, taking an arrangement of photos and then playing them back is one thing, but sort of what separates John's videos from just basic stop motion is how much goes into the post-process editing stage. You know, there's something about his videos that look realistic, but also extra magical. You know, for example, the perspective and size of items, or his point of view hands perfectly grabbing people and objects in the distance. And I was pretty amped when he came back to the studio a few days after filming to sort of walk me through a little of the editing process on After Effects. You know, he keyframes a bunch of things out. He had a lot of clean plates, like we were talking about, to help him pick and choose what will be in each shot and frame. It's all actually extremely technical and again, very interesting to me to see the behind the scenes of that. Because I thought last night you were saying, oh, I'm thinking about TV or the future.
TV's not a year for a 3-minute video.
But so what is the world of TV and animation? Like some South Park stuff, or being a storyboard artist, or
no, I want to do my own thing.
So like direct.
I would love.
Right.
What I'm passionate about is like creativity and storytelling, and like also just exciting visual stuff.
The podcast was so amazing between us. You know, everyone should go to the SLEWverse YouTube channel and watch the podcast with John, aka 24 Frames of Ginger. He's such a thoughtful and intelligent guy that's clearly outrageously passionate and masterful at his craft. It's a great listen. And the funny thing is, John's so amped about making these videos that after we recorded the podcast, we tried this 1-hour challenge to do another stop motion video.
Are we rolling? Just so you can like, because so the whole process of it, we're gonna make a very short video so we can see like the whole process for like a short little raw video. So this is gonna be what we're seeing. You guys will be behind the table. Okay. The table is gonna be in the foreground. You guys will be in the midground. That'll be in the background. I'm gonna put that there.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of you. We can make it as simple as we don't need, it could be like
I can't help myself. Yeah, I want it to be like 2 seconds.
We came up with this wonderful idea of using the lightsaber to cut Chris's head off, which was partly my idea, of course. We filmed it in maybe 20 minutes, and then on the spot, John edited the super complex technical, you know, editing that requires to execute this cool video in another 40 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this vlog behind the scenes. Obviously, go to the SLEWverse podcast channel and subscribe, watch the podcast with John, and let me know. I'm really curious. It was amazing that people didn't know I had a podcast because I tried to blast it on this channel, on Instagram. I would love some feedback who you're trying to see. You want more, you know, painters, fine artists, digital creators like John, you know, entrepreneurs like clothing brand owners and CEOs. I have a lot planned, but I'd love to know who you guys think and recommend some people. Also next week, one of my biggest painting videos is dropping. Really excited. Wonderful times. See you in the next video.